In ArcGIS Online, you can find both Landsat and Sentinel imagery. To find either one, you come over here to your Add option, go to Browse Layers, change your data source to the Living Atlas, and search on either Landsat or Sentinel. And I'm going to just search on Sentinel. And here we get the Sentinel data, and I'm going to click Add. Actually, I want to click the other one. I'm going to remove that because I'd rather have this one. There we go. Now that I have my data added, it's going to add it for the whole globally. And when you look at it, it looks like this, which is like, it looks like patchwork. So what we're going to do is we're going to narrow down the image that we need, because we don't need this all, because if we do keep this, it's going to be a little bit of a mess, because it's going to take some time to draw. And it's just easier working with imagery that's in our area of interest. And the area of interest that I happen to want to go to is, I'm actually just going to search here on Cody, Wyoming, because I want to go to Yellowstone National Park, which is nearby. And I'm going to move my screen over more toward Yellowstone. And it'll take it a second to draw here. Now that I'm in the vicinity that I want to be in, I'm going to go over here to my Image Collection Explorer. This allows me to explore the individual images that are associated with this area. So when I click on that, you're going to see different images listed here, and it'll have the date in there. Like this right here is the date right there. So that you can see when the time period is for this. And you can see that when you hover over each one, it gives you the outline of that particular data. So you can see that we would need a few images in order to get the full Yellowstone coverage. So I'm going to select this one that I have right here. I'm going to select that, and it just gives me that image then. And what it does over here in a second, you will see that it lets us then add this to the map. And I had to find the one that I selected here. There we go. And you can click Add Image to the Map, and you can title it. And I'm just going to title this Yellowstone, and then hit done, and it adds it to the map over here. And I'm now going to remove my other imagery just so I have exactly what I need. But if I wanted to get like all of the images associated with the whole park, I would keep shopping over here, and then each one would become an individual image over here. And it's not really that efficient to work with them as individual images. You would want it all as one. And that's where our analysis tools would come in. We can come over here to analysis and go to our raster functions. And then there is a merge here under data management. We would merge our rasters together into one. So it just makes it more efficient. And I'm not going to run those because of time, and I think you get the idea of what to do there. Now that we have our image that we want, we can now come over here to our processing templates. And these are the templates that allow us to change the band combinations of the satellite imagery. So if you click on one, it will change the rendering of that to that particular processing template. So it's a good idea just to kind of play around with these and see what the different band combinations do, what features it accentuates. And what I would actually suggest that you do is go to where you live, or an area that you're interested in, and see, because it's an area that you're familiar with and you know like what the features are and so forth, and see what it does to those features. And then go to a place that you don't know, and then try it again and see if you can do some imagery interpretation of a particular area. So that's how you can find an image, is again by adding the full Sentinel or Landsat archive, coming over here then to your image collection explorer, and you essentially go shopping for imagery, and you pick the one or ones that work best for you. If you're picking more than one, again, you merge them together so that you have one big data set. If it's just one, you just use the one. So have some fun finding some really cool imagery for an area of interest.